Good morning and welcome to the fluffiest hair I've had in a long time. Fucking time zone to you. How the fuck is everybody? Welcome to the classiest place on earth. My name's ClassyKatie, and I cleaned my bong, kind of. I mean, I don't have cleaner, but I did the best I could. God damn, she fluffy. I took a shower this morning, so my hair is just out of control. Good morning, everyone. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I slept so fucking much last night. I'm kind of appalled. Oh, look, my necklace from last night. I'm kind of shocked and appalled at it. I went to sleep so early. We had our last episode of To the Grave last night, which was super fun and fucking great. Like, if you watched it, what the fuck? I still have questions. I don't even know what happened. Um, but it takes like we went a little like almost 2 hours over our scheduled like 3 hour RP session. And I stream 8 hours, like that's no problem. But sitting in silence when other people are acting for extended periods of time, I mean, it's exhausting. Like I just start to sit here and fall asleep. I get so because I can't get up and move. Like it's one thing if you're watching an RP show, I'm like up, moving, cleaning, doing something. But 6 hours of just like sitting still and having like that like you could be called upon at any moment to be on screen, so you just got to be ready. It's exhausting, man. I think I passed out at like 10 p.m. I never fall asleep that fucking early. It was weird, but it was a really fun RP. I mean, Vampire the Masquerade's always fun, but fucking Christ, dude. I know. Well, I'm not used. It's a combination of normally I shower at nighttime, just because I do. I like to go to bed and be clean. But my hair was I got makeup in my hair last night during the thing, and I didn't take a shower last night, so I had to wash it this morning. And I'm just not used to how long my hair has grown a lot. Like I haven't had my hair cut in over a year, so I just blow dried it like normal and forgot that there's a lot more of it, and it's gonna stick up straight for a bit. So if I touch my head 500 times today doing this, I apologize. I cannot stand my hair in my eyes. It drives me nuts. As soon as you were playing the Joy Reminder, my Joy delivery guy pulled up. Shut up. That's kind of fantastic. I wonder if I summoned it. Maybe I'm more magical than I even realized. That'd be pretty cool. How is everyone? I hope you're all doing wonderful on this fine ass Saturday. It's Saturday, right? Yeah. I never know what day it is. Where's my chapstick?
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Mm-hmm. You deserve to feel good. I think the fluff looks good, but I can tell your hair is bothersome. I never like is it weird? I never think about how my hair looks. It's just like this get it out of my eyes instinct instantaneously every morning. Like I just can't this stuff, these bangs. And it's my hair is still too short to put in a ponytail. So, I don't know. How do people handle hair in their eyes? I see people with bangs or like people will have those curtain bangs, you know, that like sit like this. How do you function? I'd go crazy. I'd shave it off. I don't think I could handle it. Drinking it right now? Ooh, what are you drinking? Doing good. Don't think I told you, but I somehow managed. Wait. You got pussy? Well, I mean, a lovely lady, I should say. I shouldn't say she could be nice. I shouldn't just whip out pussy right away. Fuck yeah. Are you excited? I don't want to be too excited for you if you're not excited, but I'm excited. Ugh. It's everywhere. Thanks, Angel. It's really soft. I mean, my hair's shockingly, for how much damage it's gone through, it's really soft. Which is, I do put it through some fucking shit. Knives, what the fuck is up, honey boo? Good morning, and thank you for the resub.
28 months is a really long time. Thank you, and hail the Dank Lord.
Very excited. Okay, good. Bourbon? Ooh, what kind of bourbon, though? Dude, I learned something recently. Ignorant white things. Hashtag. Captain Morgan was a actual person who was like one of the leaders in the slave trade. Interesting that we have a rum named after him. I never drank it. I'm not a huge rum fan. I actually kind of hate rum. No offense to the rum lovers. Not my thing. It really is. I'm waiting for the self-sabotage for me or for you because everybody does it eventually, I feel like. I mean, that's just like fate. Been years since I've been steady thing. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Okay, I'm buzzing with excitement then. I couldn't, you never know. Like punctuation, like, I don't know. I guess sometimes I love getting excited for my friends, but sometimes I feel like I freak them out a little bit. For me, don't self-sabotage. Don't do it. I mean, it's inevitable, but don't do it. I know. I have a Mountain Dew beanie I could put on. I don't like Mountain Dew, but I have a Mountain Dew beanie for some reason. It's just maddening. I'm at this point where I'm like, do I cut my hair into a pixie cut again, or do I grow it out so I can stick it in a ponytail? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to get it done. Cheap stuff, early times. I don't know what cheap is when it comes to bourbon, so if it tastes good, who the fuck cares? Dude, I will stand that the cheap wine is the best wine for my whole life. I experimented back when I was in college, you know, I turned 21. I was like, I'm gonna have wine in my house. And a couple times I like went out of my way to get like a fucking fancy ass, you know, old wine. And every time it was a fancy, expensive bottle, it just tasted like vinegar chemicals to me. I'm a $5 Chuck girl. I don't think price means anything when it comes to alcohol, really. They're like, oh, we rotted it longer. Okay. Good for you. Oh my God. Mel! How are you, love? What the?
Hail the dank lord. Jesus cock, that's a long time. How are you, lover?
If it gets you drunk, exactly. Like, I know a lot of you like alcohol. This is no shame. I don't think there's a taste good alcohol in the world. I don't think it exists. I think we just accustom ourselves to it. Like somehow grow to like it, I guess. Alcohol is disgusting. I've never tasted an alcohol that I'm like, yummy. Sure want to treat myself to that beverage ever. Like it's just like I'm going to get drunk and I'm going to do it well. Mel, you know what? Shit happens. Also, just so everyone knows, today is Zach's like indie day he does on his stream. So he literally installs new games all fucking day, which is kind of a hell shitstorm for our internet out here. So if I start to get framey, just give it a second. I'm waiting for it. It'll happen. You ever had that grape juice that wine is made on? It's so much better than any wine it turns into. No, but I have eaten the grapes. Like wine grapes are fucking delicious. I don't think they're called cordial grapes. No, that's a cherry. They're really, really small, and sometimes they'll be in grocery stores, and the skin is ridiculously thick on them for some reason, and they've got seeds, so no one wants to buy them and eat them because, you know, spitting out seeds is effort, I guess. But they are so good. It's the best grape in the world, in my opinion. Any day. They're so fucking good, so I believe it. Not offended more for me. Fuck yeah, dude. That's how I feel with weed. I always have. Like when friends come over or people visit and people always like, when they know I'm a stoner, I mean, all my friends know I'm a stoner. They're like, I don't smoke. And I'm like, okay. Great. I don't have to share my pot. Like I'm never offended if someone doesn't smoke. Like you don't have to join me in my debauchery to have fun. Oh, I love Blue Moon. Blue Moon's a good one. Like we were actually just talking about that the other day, Mel. Last week I was saying like there's this like weird new kind of hipster hate for microbreweries, and I don't know why. I've had some of the best beer of my life at microbreweries. Washington State has a shit ton of microbreweries for some reason, and some of the best beer I've ever had in my life. And I'm not a huge beer fan, like, but once in a while a beer is delicious. But we were talking about that, like Blue Moon is. I think it was Sarah, VA Gamer Girl, was saying someone makes fun of her for drinking Blue Moon because, you know, it's like a mainstream beer or something like that. And I was like, Blue Moon is delicious. It's one of the few beers I will say yes to because I actually like the taste. Good morning, Pyro. How are you, love? Oh, thank you. I took a shower this morning, so I've been bitching about my hair for the last 15 minutes because it's just so fluffy. It drops in my eyes and I kind of go crazy. So I'm going to be doing that a lot. The teenage heartthrob thing all day. Good time zone to you, Zakrarian. How are you, love? I like whiskey neat. I like, but it's not the flavor of it. I don't know. I don't think there's like if you offered me a brownie and a glass of whiskey, and I'm probably gonna take the brownie. I mean, the whiskey's cool, but the brownie tastes good. But I like scotch. Like on a cold fucking winter's night, a little scotch warms you up and makes you feel toasty. But it tastes like peat moss. It's because craft brews are now mainstream. How can they be mainstream if they're craft brews? They're not. Craft brews are not mainstream until I can get a Mac and Jack's in Baltimore. Period. Mac and Jack's is one of my favorites from Washington, by the way. It's a real good beer if you've ever had it. Again, not a beer. I'm not like out there seeking out beers, but every once in a while, good beer is nice. But I can't drink beer to get drunk. I can literally fill up so fast. I can get like 2 beers in me, and then I'm like, I have to shit, piss, or explode. There's a really dope little brewery up in Estes Park. They have a blueberry beer. Really? See, what sucks is because since I've moved here, it's been, the COVID shutdown. I've gone to all these parks, and pretty much they're just shut down. But maybe this summer stuff will open up because we're just ignoring COVID now. I don't know. Mel, have fun with Mama Mel. Give her love from us. My sister is married to a beer enthusiast. My favorite beers tend to be stouts and sours, but it's not great for my stomach. I like stouts. I've had a couple stouts. I like, there's another one that's similar to a stout I'm trying to think of. It's like a thicker beer, but they're good. But like, who the fuck can drink a stout to get drunk? Unless you have some insane metabolism. I just don't know how you do it. I physically cannot fit it in me. Porter. Yes, porter. Yep. There's been some really good like coffee porters and stuff that I've liked. I used to go to like the grocery store in Washington when I was in college. And because Washington is one of those states where we voted that alcohol can be sold by anybody. So like alcohol's in the grocery stores and in gas stations and shit like that. You could go to the grocery store in the middle of the night, 24-hour grocery stores, and pick out booze. And if you go to the beer aisle, like they'd have all the cases of beer, but then they'd have all these fucking microbrewery beers in just like giant, I don't even know how much these bottles are. It's bigger than a normal beer bottle. I think they're equivalent of like 2 beers maybe. And you buy them like one at a time. And I used to just go and like pick them by the labels just for funsies, but you can't get fucking drunk off of them. I can't. I just don't. I don't have this. I have the body space, but apparently my stomach is this big. Oh, reminiscence. That is a Furby. Actually, it's got a severed arm at its base, but you can't see it. Yeah, Zoe got that for me. I love it so much. I hate Furbies, but that, for some reason, gives me comfort. Like 40, maybe? No, it's less than a 40. They're smaller. Yeah, it's smaller than a 40. I'm trying to think what they are. Like, if you're from Washington, like, Elysian Ale does it, and Mac and Jack's does it, and you buy, like, I don't know. I can't fuck. It's not a growler. It's not as much as a growler, although you can get growlers. Let me look it up. Hold on. What would I even Google for that? I'm just going to look up Elysian Ale Beer and see if I can find one of the bottles. Hold on. Just because that's one I know is in Washington that I've seen a million times. It's not a 12 ounce. I really have no idea. I feel like I've debated everybody. I can't think of how many ounces they are. I think they're like 2 beers. It's not a can, it's a bottle, but it's like a tall, it's almost like a wine bottle size. Like literally, it's like a wine bottle of beer. It's like an individual person's beer. Like I think the idea is, you can get a couple and go camping and you've got your alcohol for the day. I don't think it's a liter. That seems like a lot, but I don't know. I have no idea. I can't remember. They're in the grocery stores. If you're in a grocery store listening on mobile, check it out. Or at a liquor store, I guess. Is it half a liter? Man, it looks, I'm just trying to think of how big the bottles were, and they were like a shorter wine bottle. And it was just basically every microbrewery that supplies Washington State will make them, and they just have them lined up, and you can just grab them, and they're like $5 a piece. So you just grab like 4 and you're good for the night. But I couldn't. Like, I'd drink half of one and be like, I'm gonna die. They're 24-ounce bottles. Boom. Thank you, Knives. 24-ounce bottles. There you go. You could go do that. And then it was kind of a fun way to, like, try beers because those beers, these microbreweries do make cases as well. But then you could, like, try one, and if you like it, whatever. I was dating a guy at the time that was obsessed with IPAs, which I firmly believe nobody likes an IPA. You drink it because it has more alcohol. No offense. They're disgusting. What the fuck? No one wants to drink rotten hops. Well, maybe somebody. Somebody out there likes rotten hops. I don't know. IPAs taste like ballsack to me. They're so gross. But they're like a ton more alcohol. I can't remember what the percentage is of a normal beer or anything. I don't drink. I don't know. But it's more than a normal beer. Does it still talk? If it doesn't, it does not talk. Oh my God. So this is the thing, Remnantization. So I was telling Chat, this was like months ago. I told Chat this story about how my sister was given a Furby for Christmas one year when we were little. Sarah was given one. She was real little, like 4 or 5. And it was a Gizmo Furby. So it was like Gizmo from Gremlins, but it was a Furby. And the thing would, I mean, I swear to fuck, it interacted with nothing more than it would interact with my sister. And so my brothers and I conspired to tear the battery pack out of the back so it would never speak again. It was a nightmare. I mean, it's literally like living Night of the Living Dolls or whatever. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm out. Many love for the bitter of IPAs. See, the ones here I don't feel like taste bitter. Because I'm a bitter fan. I mean, I love bitter. I love dark chocolate. I love coffee. Like, I'm all about bitter. But the ones here, they have, like, this sour... Like, it tastes like it went bad to me. I don't know what it is. Every time I've tried an IPA, I'm like, is it bad? Did it go? Does beer go bad? I don't know. Not my favorite. When I'm out drinking and want to try a new beer, my go-to is Mad Scientist. Ooh, I've never heard... Is that like a brand? Like a brewery? I've never heard of Mad Scientist. I might have to look it up. I haven't had beer. I mean, I really only drink socially. Like, that is the only time, and I have not been social since COVID, so I don't even remember beers anymore. It's pretty bad. Apparently, there's a cartoon called Weird Scientist. Ooh! Oh, Mad Scientist, not Weird Scientist. Katie, learn how to fucking Google. I think I have seen Mad Scientist. This looks really familiar. Those cans look familiar. It interacts with demons confirmed. Abso-fucking-lutely. And y'all know how many goddamn demons I have up in this bitch. Easily 69. Giggity. Nah, thanks. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to accept that someone's like, yummy alcohol, because it all tastes like... I mean, it smells like floor cleaner. I don't know. There's got to be something in human nature that says, don't do that. But we do it anyways, and I don't know why. Probably the drunk part. Probably. Because I don't like the smell of weed. Like, I'm not going to be taking weed and rubbing it on my inner wrist to smell fancy when I go out. Shit does not smell nice. Like, I've literally smoked it and left the room and then come back and been like, ew. Is this what I smell like all the time? I don't like it, but it gets me high, so I smoke it. Same. I've had a couple very nice mixed drinks, but usually, like, the alcohol content is so low, it's really pointless at that point. Yeah, Jester, I was literally saying that earlier, like, on a really fucking cold winter's night, you know, when it's snowing outside, a glass of Lagavulin or, like, some whiskey or scotch is tasty, but I think it's because I'm going for the effect, that warm, tingly, like, it might be -0, but I'm feeling sweaty feeling, you know? I mean, hey, I get it. I get it. We all poison ourselves on a certain level. I'm drinking a Monster right now. Like, I don't think there's one part of this that is good for a human being. Straight up poison, probably. Tasty, tasty poison. With caffeine. Sup? How you doing? Good time zone. Shall we smoke? I was gonna cheers earlier for all those resubs, but then I got talking about beer. What's wrong with me? I don't know. I got a bunch of new weed. I wanted to show you guys my new weed. I got three quarters, and then I got one interesting weird thing. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. I slept way overslept, but I think I needed it. I had an RP show last episode of an RP show last night, and it just takes so much out of me to do role play. It's weird. So I got the grape as in grape full dead. Grape full dead. I got Grateful Dead, Sumo Skunk, and Strawberry Cough. I don't know. They didn't have any very interesting ones this time. Strawberry Cough is 18.1% THC. Grape Full Dead is 19.7% THC. And Sumo Skunk is 25.6%. Jesus. All right. Smells like weed. And then the weird thing I got, I never grab these unless they're on sale because they're kind of overpriced. But they're essentially a moon rock. If you smoke weed and you know what a moon rock is. This is a brand called Dadiri. And they call them caviar for some reason. It's a moon rock. Like, it's literally just bud rolled in a whole bunch of tasty tasties. It's stuck. Hold on, I wanted to show you one. I know, right? My last name means strawberry. That's literally why I... If there's strawberry in the name, I'll grab it. Neurotic, maybe. There we go. This is what moon rocks look like. So essentially what it is a bud, like a normal bud of weed, but then they like soak it in distillate and then roll it in keef. So it's a lot, but they look like this. They're basically just a fucking hay bale of hell. And it was on sale, so I grabbed it. And this is Starfire Cream. I don't know. What's the THC on it? 60.82%. So you can see the difference between bud and caviar moon rock. Yeah, they're pretty fun. I mean, it's essentially like, you guys know what I do is I usually load a bowl with flour, and then sometimes I'll top it with a little bit of keef or top it with a little dab. That's essentially, they've just done it for you right there. It's basically what it is. But I have a baby bowl right now that from last night, a stoner bowl, and I think it's Strawberry Cough. I think that's literally what I loaded it with last night. So that's what we're going to smoke today. Hello, my Saf. How are you? Girl, I slept like 10 hours last night. I don't know about you. That episode fucked me. Like, didn't fuck me up, but, you know, it was exhausting. In the best way possible, but I did not realize how tired I was when I laid down. Ashley, I'm about to cheers right now if you'd like to actually cheers, bitch. Ooh, moon rock caviar are used interchangeably here to an extent, but moon rocks are more common. No shit, I've never seen caviar outside of this brand. That's why it confuses me. When I first mentioned it, everybody in chat was like, what the fuck is caviar? Like, no one had heard of it before, so I was like, oh, I guess this is unique. But I do think they're the same thing, right? Dude, I slept so well. Like, I woke up this morning and just did that, like, stretch. I was like, oh my fuck, I feel good. I slept 10 hours. I died. But it was so good. I just got my first weighted blanket. Oh my gosh. I can't stand weighted blankets. But I understand, like, I want them because I do, like, I have a huge down comforter in a duvet. And it's one of those down comforters that's, like, keeps you cool in the summer, keeps you warm in the winter, so don't worry, I'm not just, like, sweating myself out, but I need the weight, like, around my head. Like, I have to be able to have a big blanket to curl up in. Otherwise, I don't feel safe for some reason. I don't know. It's all in my head. But wait, my mom got me a weighted blanket for my birthday last year, or Christmas or something like that, and I tried sleeping with it, and I almost kind of freaked out, because in the middle of the night, I woke up and tried to, like, lift a leg to flip over, and I couldn't lift my leg up because the weighted blanket was so fucking heavy. Or I could, but, you know, it was like such a struggle. It was such a struggle I had to wake up more than I wanted to just roll over. Maybe mine's too heavy. It's really fucking heavy. Slurm, you silly fuck. Thank you so much for the resub, bitch.
Let us cheers the Dank Lord. Bitches. What the fuck, Mike? Don't be weird.
Oh my god, you got a new mattress? Do you fucking love it? Dude, man, you got it. Your bed and your shoes, I feel like and your chair, if you sit a lot like I do for your job or whatever, those are things you really got to invest in because you never get your back. That was redundant, but you know what I mean. Like, once your back is fucked up, speaking as a person with a fucked up back, you never get it back. Ever. It's just fucked now. Well, how are you, love? I got one from St. Jude. I've never had one. It's pretty neat. Do you love it? Man, I felt trapped. It was weird. David, good morning, love. How are you? Saronlin, good morning, love. I'm trying to catch up on chat. Sorry. I apparently looked away for a second. You guys are crazy. Thank you for the biddies, Will. You're very kind. It's like the heaviest one possible, knives, because I have two, and one of them I can totally sleep in absolutely fine. The other one, literally, it's on the ground, and it's a dog bed now. It, like, takes effort to pick up. It's that heavy. And I got bird arms, but I'm not, like, decrepit. It's fucking heavy. I literally think my mom got, like, the heaviest one she could find. I have no idea. But I have strong legs. Like, arguably all the strength in my body is in my legs. And the fact that I couldn't pick the blanket up to roll over freaked me out. I'm totally fine with just a big, fluffy blanket. Because for me, it's not, like, technically the weight. It kind of is. I just like that, like, separation between me and the room. I need, like, a big, fluffy something to get me. I don't know. It's weird. I've never understood, like, my parents just sleep with a sheet. Like, a sheet. Why don't you, what are you even doing with that sheet? Why are you even putting it on you? Like, what's the point? It's like, oh, here's a tissue paper. I think it might be, like, literally 35 pounds. It's heavy enough that I struggle to pick it up, which is kind of weird. It works well for me, but I live alone and can go months without a hug. Oh, I totally get that. No, I totally get that. And my one that's lighter, I do really enjoy. But this big, heavy one was a little intense for me. That's exactly what it was, Knives. Like, and you're sleeping. Like, when you wake up, you know, at 2 a.m., you're not really waking up to roll over. You're just rolling over in your sleep because you're uncomfortable. But I literally had to, like, wake up completely to kick it the fuck off my leg. And the next morning, I was like, I don't like it. I got trapped. Aquarion, that's seriously, this comforter I have, I think I got it from like Bed Bath & Beyond or something years ago, but it is one of those ones that keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So it's like really fluffy and big and, you know, girthy, but it's not heavy and it doesn't make me hot. I mean, I don't know. I've never noticed it making me hot. Maybe. I know some people. I'm a corpse, so I get it. Cheers, shall we? Yeah, strawberry cough. That's it. Cheers. Dude, have you not seen my egg bong? Look at this. I cleaned it as best I could this morning without cleaner, so please excuse the stains. It's a not licensed Yoshi egg with the little life mushroom in the bottom. And if I turn it, you can see his eyes. That's like the bubbler. It's fucking precious. Hemper, I'm telling you guys. It's my favorite bong. I have a lot. I actually have like most of my bongs behind me. This one, it cools the smoke down to the perfect temperature for me so I'm not cooking my throat. And it's stupid easy to clean. That's big for me because I smoke every day and I do clean it every day because I don't want to get fungal pneumonia, and that's so easy to clean. David, it's fluffy on the annoying level. I took a shower this morning, which I normally take showers at nighttime, and then because I showered in the morning, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta blow dry my hair. Not really conceptualizing that I haven't had a haircut in a year, and maybe just slamming hot air on my head would be a bad idea. Like, my hair's just grown so much, I did not realize, so it's kind of driving me crazy. A little bit today. It's a little too much movement in the hair. It's fine. It looks nice. It just keeps touching my eyes. I don't know how people live with bangs. Shit, just like tickling your eyelashes or your eyes all day. Oh my god. I'd shave my head. It feels nice. I mean, I'm not gonna like claim my hair's for how much damage and bleach I've put my hair through, it feels incredible. Like, it really feels definitely not like natural hair. Like, we're not gonna lie like that, are we? No. But it feels really good considering I got real lucky with the horse hair in that I can bleach the fuck out of it and it still feels like okay. Not everyone has that luck. Don't bleach your own hair. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you I got approved for my medical card. Oh, fuck yes. Dude, I gotta pay for like $200 and my state doesn't offer flour, but it's a step. Dude, it's a step. And I mean, just having it in the back of your head that you have that legal card and someone can't break in your house and steal your medicine, your marijuana, is gonna make you feel so much better. Hello, Boltv, how are you, love? Yeah, you can actually, they have it. So this is, if you go to hemper.com, I am affiliated with them. I have a code classhole, one word you can use and get like 5 to 10% off anything you buy there, which is cool. But I'm not shilling it. Just consider this like I am an affiliate, so legally I have to say that, but we're friends and I'm telling you about friend things. This is the XL bong. You can get the egg bong in a smaller form. It's like this tall, and all my friends that have it fucking adore it. So if you don't want something like this big, they have smaller ones. Of almost every bong they sell like a mini version of it, and it's still a bong, like it's still like a bubbler. They're really nice. There's one bong on Hemper I will tell every single person forever, never buy. Do not buy this bong. Yeah, it's fucking cute, huh? You can't clean it. It is virtually impossible to clean, which is, you're gonna see it. It's disgusting. I only used it once ever, like literally years ago. This little guy. And they keep selling it. I see it like going out in boxes all the time, and I'm just like, Hemper, stop it. So the way that they designed it, if you look in the base, you see how your intake connects to the outtake and does not open up on the bottom at all. Like, see how it's actually connected by a string of glass? It's so gross because you can't clean it. You can't barely see it in there, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So what happens with this is, what happens with mine is if I tipped this over, all of the water would just pour out of it. It would just pour out. It's great. I can literally just pour it in a plant and go get new bong water. This one, you can turn it upside down and the water doesn't come out because of the way they designed it. So now you tell me how you would clean this. Literally, the only way I found to get the water out is to put your mouth on one end and blow it out. Like, you literally have to spray the water out the other end of the bong to empty this thing. You can't empty it. There's no way. They made like a one-way stupid track on the inside so the water gets trapped. It's the shittiest fucking bong I've ever owned in my life. God damn it, Hemper. Stop selling this. Unless you want to go and fucking blow weed bong water out of a bong. What? Absolutely not. It's shit. Don't buy this. It's super cute. I was really excited. Not a good bong. Everything else I've gotten from them has been amazing. That one is just, it's a waste of your time. You can't clean it. It's a horrible design flaw. It's such a joke. Like, I remember the first time I smoked out of it and I went to clean it, and I was just sitting there in the sink like, it's got to be me, right? Like, trying to pour the water out, like, just like staring at it like, what in the, oh my God. And then I realized what was happening and that I had to blow the water out. Like, I have to force pressure to get the water out. It was, yeah, it's just a terrible bong. Don't buy that one. Hemper's great. That is not. How about them O's? Oh, say, can you see? It's in us forever. Flame producers. I also discovered that my neighborhood's reincarnated. Wait, your neighbor is a reincarnated Vincent van Gogh? Like, do they paint? I love that 3 days ago someone mentioned about embroidering curtains and now your background's decorated as shit. I know. Well, I kind of didn't like it. The red was just like stark. I wasn't a fan. I like the rainbow colors better. Like, honestly, even if I took a picture of this corner of the room, like from the other side of the room, so it looks not like this nice catered little box you see, it looks like cozy. I like my cozy little corner over here now. I kind of made it like homey. Like, I've got my I've got my pride flag. I've got a gay flag, and this, the purple thing, that's actually a silk like wraparound skirt I got when I was in Greece, in Santorini. But like, who the fuck wears skirts? So I just put it on the wall. It looks really pretty. I like it though. It's cozy. I like color too. And I don't look good in red. Like, I have olive toned, cool toned skin. It's the stupidest thing. If you have any idea what I'm talking about, you probably wear makeup and you're struggling, and I get it. I feel you spiritually. But I have like yellow undertones, but I'm cool toned. So I don't look good in red at all. And the red behind me was bothering me. I was like, Edgar Allan Poe. Ashley just got her weed card. I'm celebrating all the weed cards. My Nectar Collector has the same problem with the perk in it. Looking at getting a new one, because this one's such a pain to clean. I shouldn't have to clean it. That's exactly what this one was. Like, the first time I tried to clean it, I was like, oh, I'm never using that again. Like, there's no point. I'm not going to complicate my life like that. I have no idea if my neighbor paints, but he looks exact. Really? Oh, creepy. That's kind of cool. I mean, cool but creepy. Apparently, PTSD is the only mental health condition on the list here. What? I mean, thank fuck, but what? I did see that will, yeah. So if you guys didn't see, the House passed a bill to federally, in the United States of America, legalize marijuana, and I think now it's in the Senate, right? I don't know if it'll get passed. Who knows? They're so stupid. I don't know if anybody's been watching these interviews of the new judge we're gonna get. I can't remember her name. But she's black, so obviously they all fucking hate her because they're racist. But the questions they asked her, do you think babies are racist? Can you provide me a definition of what it is to be a woman? I've lost all faith. It's all gone. It's all gone. It's just gone. Agreed. The Senate just needs to be like whiteboard erased. PTSD is the only mental health condition on the list. Is pretty common. Military vets had a big hand in pushing that through. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, thank fuck it's on there, but that being the only reason is kind of crazy. Mrs. Katanji Brown Jackson, thank you. I knew the Katanji part, but I didn't want to fuck her name up. I don't want to be disrespectful. Mrs. Katanji Brown Jackson, yeah. The questions that our government officials have been asking her in the vetting process are a joke. I don't know what else to say about them. I mean, it's unlaughable, though. It's like unfunny jokes, you know? The unfunny kind. No, they're the worst. I mean, the guy, the Texas dude, literally brought in a poster with a picture from a storybook and it, like, was pointing at it and was like, do you think babies are racist? What? I just got no words. It's crazy. They're not just racist. They're a heaping helping of misogyny in there too. Amen to that. And it's all sprinkled with a nice crispy layer of dumb. Oh, every question they asked was horrifically ignorant. I mean, they're doing it on purpose. But a woman asked her, can you provide me a definition of what a woman is? And Miss Katanji said, no, I cannot. And the woman, are you saying you cannot provide me with a definition of what a woman is? Interesting. First off, dumb. Second off, tell me you're a transphobe without telling me you're a transphobe. So apparently, well, a new children's book has come out recently, and the book goes over how nobody's born racist, basically. I haven't seen the book. I've just like heard the overall gist of it, and that babies have to be taught racism and hate, basically. Like, you know, children must be shown by example and taught these hateful practices. Like, no one comes out of the womb hating, really, anything other than naps and sunlight. And apparently, a lot of the Republicans in our government have taken that as babies are racist. Again, with the dumb and the lack of reading. Glut just said, Glut, thank you. Glut said, page 3 of the book literally says, no baby is born racist. I don't think he can read. Neither can newborn babies, but I mean, hello, Bubblicious, how are you, love? Yeah, it's an anti-racist, like, baby book, and they hate it. The racists hate it, obviously. I like waffles. So does that mean you despise pancakes? Can you give me a proper definition of a pancake and how it differs from a waffle? Oh, you can't? Interesting. You put butter and syrup on both? It's fucking gay. It's laughable. Ted Cruz is a waste of air. I mean, the fact that, like, Putin has told his whole country that everything Ted Cruz says is the word of the law now and that he's the one news channel they should be watching, that should be a big sign to the rest of the world. A big sign. Maybe that's just me, though. I'm not a political person. I just think it's important to stay up to date on the world falling apart around us so we don't wake up one day and go, what happened? I wouldn't take anything he said even with a grain of salt. Ted Cruz, I mean, if you listen to him speak, he just, like, he poses he's actually kind of genius. If he writes his own shit, he's kind of a genius. He poses ideas as questions so that it's a way of him making a horrible racist remark without taking any responsibility for the remark. If that makes sense. He, like, poses questions over and over and over to an audience supposedly listening of the horrible things, and it's his way of, like, getting across his horrific racist bigoted agenda without actually, like, saying it. It's disgusting. I mean, he's just a waste of everything. I despise him. I mean, I don't even despise him. I don't want to waste an emotion on him, to be honest. I just wish he'd, you know, blink out or something. I don't know. Exactly. Literally. He loves the sound of his own voice. I'm sure he masturbates in a mirror. The only thing babies are racist towards is dirty diapers. Dude, there's a comedian that has a stand-up about that. I can't remember who it was. But he's talking about how someone was saying babies are born racist or something. And he's like, babies don't born hating. I just had a baby. You want to know what he hates? Naps. End of list. Actually, I think it was Louis C.K. maybe, which isn't a great quote to bring up. But you know what? He screwed himself. And I win. I'm the only CK now. Go fuck yourselves. Maybe don't jerk off in front of people that aren't into it. I don't know. Night.
Bitch. What up, boo? Thanks for the resub. Hail the Dank Lord.
Snake oil salesman, a bad one. Yes, very much so. Dog whistling. Yes. Yes. That's the term. Yeah, I totally forgot that. Yeah. Chesh. Oh my fuck.
The fuck? Let us hail. Hail the Dank Lord. Thank you for the resubs, and thank you for supporting my channel. Whatever the fuck this is. Man, it was like a free. Man. Cheers. I like the Satan bomb.
Blessed be the fruit. Thank you for the resub, Chesh and Night. Welcome back to the show. The shit show, I should say. I'm not a religious person or a political person, but I have family that are Southern Baptists and Republicans or conservatives. I'm like, yeah, I'm not voting for anything or believing in anything. Dude, it's so hard. I don't have that, but my whole family went nutballs when Trump ran. Like, my family's always been very redneck, you know, they're simple people, but they've never been political, ever. Like, they don't even vote. Like, they're the kind of, stay in the woods with my guns, don't take my guns. Like, whatever, hunt your deer and do your thing. But when Trump ran, they, like, I've told you guys this before, a couple of my cousins who I grew up with, who I was very, very close with, put on Facebook that all liberals deserve to be shot. Things like that, just out of fucking fuck nowhere. It was so weird. I stopped going on Facebook ever again, but my whole family started doing that. Like, I've lost 3 family members to COVID now, refused to get vaccinated. Half my family's medical. Like, it's just was weird. Something happened that just, like, clicked the crazy. My arm! Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea where this came from. Does it has writing on it. Hold on. Night view. Night view? I don't know where this came from. I have no idea, but I love it, so I kept it. No clue. But it's pretty good. It's a pretty, like, it's kind of a small hand, to be honest. It's like a, I don't have giant hands, come on. It's a little bit of a small hand, but the arm's decent. I mean, it's got like, I mean, I could literally show you how to do an ABG on this. You can see the veins. This is the one I go into. So I'd put my 2 fingies right here and feel for a pulse. And then I do this and I line my finger up with the artery to feel where the fat part is. And then I take a needle and I go bloop straight down into it at the tip of my finger. And I take all your bloods out. And then I go bloop. Pretty cool, huh? I like body parts. Bodies are cool. It might be David. I really don't know. I just found it in the house. He didn't know either. I asked. Which is mildly disconcerting that neither of us know where the severed hand came from. But now it's mine. I've been trying to tell people for years that these people want to kill us. I grew up with a dad that would talk like that in the open. Shit is wild down here. Dude, it's scary. Because I'm not saying I've ever thought about shooting people. I've never in my life conceptualized harming another human being physically. I was in a few fights as a kid, but kid fights, whatever. However, we all think fucked up shit when we're angry, right? Like, oh, fucking, I want to kill that guy. I want to do all the... But it takes a special moment for you to access a keyboard, type it out, and hit enter. Like, there's so much more going on there than just the horrible thought you thought of, and then you're like, wow, Katie, that was a terrible thought. Let's never do that again. They take that extra step that makes me wonder. It's kind of like Will and all the room he had to walk onto the stage before he got to Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? Just like, all that time, change your fucking mind. Maybe make a better choice. I don't know. Just me. Hey, boo, why do we have a severed arm? I mean, this head, I have no idea where that came from either. It's a game. One of us was sponsored by a game, and that head came from that too, but I can't remember what it was. I just like them. I've met Trump before, and his ex-wife said he's a dick. Big shocker there. That poor woman. We are not human to these people, and it's not their fault. Some of them have been manipulated. I feel bad for them. I mean, it's all mental illness. It really is. I mean, even if you're not, there's no diagnosis for stupid racism, bigoted hate, but it is a form of like brainwashing and mental illness, because you can choose to sit down and read a book and educate yourself. Most people that can read can choose this. And there's just a very large population of people that just go, science and research facts? No, thank you. And it's weird. And I don't know where that came from. It scares me. I know those poor women, anyone that, think about how much courage it took for that one porn star to like go to court and try to take Trump to court. Not because of anything like money related or like that she's gonna lose because he has so much money, simply because she had to admit that body was on her body publicly. Like, the whole world knows that body was on her body. It takes 7 years to slough all that skin off. I would kill for a skeleton. Oh my god, I have a lot of skulls, but I don't have other skeleton pieces. Like, I've got these guys. I've got lots of like little skull guys like this around the house. Different ones. I liked this one because it actually had some of the sulci in the brain, but not enough. I've got lots of these, but I don't have a full skeleton, and I would seriously kill for one, but they are so expensive. So expensive. I would fucking kill, skin, de-organ, disembowel for a skeleton, dry out, whatever. I have the Beatles for it. Imagine having to live with sleeping with Trump for the rest of your life. Like, I don't think I could live with that. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Glut. Like, that bitch has got to wait 7 years before she got some new skin she can say wasn't flopped on. Oh my god, David, if you found a skeleton, like, they have, they sell, like, Halloween store skeletons and stuff. But if there's, like, an obvious wrongness to the bones. I can't take it. Like, obvious. I'm not talking I'm like picking apart sulci and brains like this thing or something, but you know, sometimes they'll have a femur instead of having the ulna and radius and a forearm, and I'm like, wow. It would drive me insane. I'd have to build it a new arm. They are. If you want to get one that's good quality, like I looked into getting one ages ago because if you want to do anything medicine related, you have to take these 2 classes called anatomy and physiology, 1 and 2. And every school does them different. The way my school did them is the first class was all anatomy and then the second class was all the physiology. And you have to I always talk about it. I'm not bragging. I hope this doesn't come off as bragging. It was a nightmare for me. So on the base of your skull, there's all these little tiny divots and indentations where certain arteries and vessels lie, and every single one has a different name, and we had to memorize them all. But like, I obviously didn't have a skull in my house to like practice with. It was only at school, and I looked into buying one, and they were expensive. Like $500 to get one that was accurate, you know? Wobbly motherfucking acid boy with that raid! Welcome, Raiders. My name's ClassyKatie. We're talking about body parts. What's up? How are you today? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're nice and moisturized. A little sweaty, maybe. You got a little perspiration on your upper lip. I don't know. You feeling hot? What up, Wobbly? How are you? Welcome, Raiders. I almost bought one from my old middle school. Oh my god, a skeleton. Was it amazing? Was it like a really good looking one? Oh, dude. Imagine the possibilities. Yes, High Lung does use real human bones. I know a lot of people will be like, there's no fucking way. No, they totally do use real human bones. They're not the type of band to just like flex on that. They're $200 on Amazon, like the ones you would see in science class. I'd have to go look at them. That's still really expensive, but I'd have so much fun with skeleton. It puts the lotion on the skin, or it gets the hose again. I want to poke this with a needle real bad. Ever since I said ABG, like, this has such a good lineup for it. If I had a needle, I'd be stabbing this bitch. Not to be creepy, but damn. It's a good arm to practice on. By the way, the first ABG you ever do in school is on a human. A patient. It's a tough time. Meebo, thank you for the biddies, love. How are you? Wobbly, how was your stream? What did you do? Was it wonderful? How's your day? It was pretty cool. It was like from one of the kids. I feel like I should point that out. It was a replica. That's so fucking cool though. I mean, I think you needed a special kind of license to actually like purchase dead body pieces or something. I don't know. Like actual human parts, because I know you like if your grandma dies, you have to call a coroner and stuff. It's illegal to just like bury a dead body. We don't have rights to our dead. It's very strange. Meebo, you silly fuck. Thank you. My housemate was showing me all their shells last night, and we were looking up how shells grow, and it spooked me while I was high as shit thinking about how shells and bones grow. Bones are really cool, though. Have you ever... So I know UK, you guys don't necessarily do, like, you don't have 4th of July. Why the fuck would you? But if you set off fireworks in any part of the world, I assume you have this firework, because it's arguably the most boring one. It's like the one you give to little kids. But it would be like a little black pellet. And if you light the top of it on fire, it grows into like a snake, like a little black snake of ashes on the ground kind of thing. That's pretty much almost exactly how your bone growth plates in your bones work. So you have like the bone, and then in the middle of your bone, there's a growth plate, and your DNA tells it when to stop growing. And so from that plate, your bone extends out and grows more bone until your body says, stop doing that anymore. It's wild. Yeah, if you've ever seen those little, I can't remember what they are. I think they're just called a snake. Those little tiny black pills you'd like set on fire. Bone marrow. Dude, bone marrow still boggles my mind. When I learned that that's where your blood cells come from, I was like, but how? And I still don't get it. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. Some things you just will not wrap your head around. It wasn't from one of the kids. I mean, I was hoping it was. Just because, I mean, what if one of the kids, like, died or something, and then everybody just goes to be like, no, Billy's in the back. Forever. Is that too much? Oh my God, bones are wet 3D printers we walk around on. That is so fucking real, though. I love it. It is real. It's kind of amazing. Black snakes, is that what they're called? Yeah, or sugar snakes. Ooh, I think I've seen sugar snakes. I think I've seen them called sugar snakes, like on the little box of them or whatever. You know, that is why some people illegally fuck with human growth hormone, like injecting it. They'll do it for muscle growth as well as bone density. They think it gives them more dense bones later in life or something. Doesn't quite work that way, I don't think. I don't think it works the way they want it to. Poor Billy gets hit. Billy's in 4th grade forever. It's like funny and sick. I love it. I hate it. I'm confused. Oh my God, Hev.
The fuck? That's a resub, bitch. Slash back at ya. Thank you for the resub, love. Go forth and be consensual in every way because it's sexy.
Aw, Metal, how are you, love? I got new weed. Oh my gosh. I got a weed. The one I'm smoking right now is called Strawberry Cough. I haven't coughed yet, though. I mean, it didn't really make me cough, did it? I was supposed to. Shit. I'm gonna go with it was a dab. You just dabbed at me. How dare you? Meanwhile, the fuck, you just scared me a little. I have to pee now. Actually, we do need to take a break, and I do need to pee. Get up and stretch your legs and get some water. Every couple of hours, I try to take a break and encourage you all to stand up and stretch, because if I don't, you might get a blood clot and die, A. But Twitch will just run ads over the stream while we're talking, and if you can't afford to sub, which is no problem at all, Twitch hates you and makes you see Vagisil ads instead of me, which I don't think is fair. So I run them manually with a button. Like an adult. I'm not an adult. Growing up is for old people. I'll be right back. Pee, wash your hands, get some water, load a bowl, all of the things. We shall return. Maybe, or I'll leave you forever on the screen. You'll just have no idea. How patient are you? Well, you sneaky bitch. I had to pee so bad I ran. How could you? I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. Pyro gifted 5 subs to the chat immediately after I left. What a sneaky cunt. I love you, though. Thank you very much for being sneaky. Gamodiloro? Gamoda, you know what? You tell me how to say your name. Welcome to the channel. Fester, Gabba. I can say that one. I got it. The real Yoshi and Amber, you're all butt wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in every fucking way, because nothing is sexier in this world besides sober, consensual everything. Duh. Thank you, Pyro, for giving everyone the gift of no ads, because fuck that shit. If you didn't know, and if you've been gifted a sub, refresh the channel real quick, and you don't have to watch ads for an entire month, which means you don't have to get up if you don't really want to. Although I still encourage it. Let's go for you. Xana, what up? Aw, Greg, how are you, love? Which one are you? The right. To the right, everyone. Minty! Oh my god, what the fuck? You sneaky cockasses.
Minty with the resub! 32 months is a long time. Thank you for the resub, love. Go forth and be consensual in all ways. Also,
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
I posted a picture of Lil, by the way. I got up and she did not get up, which was weird. And I went over and pet her, and she just like looked at me with one eye kind of stuck shut. So I put a picture of her on Twitter if you want to see her. She's pretty cute. Take your vitamins! Take your vitamins. You deserve to feel good. We all do, really. Have at thee, sir! I throw my clip at you. I suppose. I was gonna burp. Yep. Hell yeah. You know what I was thinking the other day on the topic of dabbing? I was thinking about TikTok dances. I don't have a TikTok, but I know this is a thing. Thin young people like do these little dances on TikTok and get really famous, I guess. Imagine though if you just had a bunch of TikTok people who got famous off TikTok dances in a club. What that would look like. None of them have any idea how to dance outside of the little square. So they'd all like be in their own like fake square, like staring at nothing. It would be the weirdest, but possibly one of the most entertaining scenes I've ever seen. I thought of that before I went to sleep the other night, and I can't stop thinking about it. Oh, my chat just got fucky. Don't do that, chat. Hello, Miniman. How are you, love? Can I take drugs instead of vitamins? I mean, you take whatever gets you through the day. For me, it's marijuana and Monster. To each their own. I don't suggest like heroin or, you know, the big scaries, but I can't stop you. Freedom of choice is real. I just suggest against it. I need to repack my bowl. I've got a little hole. I've got a whore hole in my bowl. How are you, Miniman? We have the same color hair? Shut up. What kind of hair dye do you use? Seriously, people are always asking me what I use, and I wonder if it's my hair that does this or if it's actually the hair dye. So I ask when people have blue hair, like, what do you use? There's so many different hair dyes out there nowadays. Marijuana and Monster. I'm saying caffeine and cannabis. Like, there's a reason there's so much good alliteration there. It is how we get through the day. Where's my weed? I've been to dances at anime cons after DDR became popular here in the States. You can't out-weird that dance floor. Shut up. Was it amazing, though? I mean, were they having fun, or was it like a competition, like with someone trying to be the coolest? Because if everybody was having a good time, I feel like it'd be pretty fun to watch and just be a part of. But if it was like, you know, people were like trying to compete to be like the center of a dance floor or something, that'd be fucking weird. I almost hit a kid that was filming their TikTok dance at the entrance of our neighborhood once. Why? Stop it, children. Don't do that. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm just not. I have a couple of my siblings did meth for a bit. They got really thin, but also they have dentures in their 30s. So, like, I wouldn't. We're going to smoke Sumo Skunk because that's what I pulled out of the bag. Think about how a hell of a fit a generation of adults we're gonna have because of all of them just have been dancing since they were 13. Dude, for real, though. I hope they're legitimately fit, because I know there's still a bunch of that weird fad diet bullcrap out there. But, like, go for it. If you like dancing, get it. I don't think I could do it and take myself seriously. I don't know. One less TikToker. Oh my god. I tried TikTok because all my friends TikTok, like, I get sent TikToks all the time by my friends in DMs, and I love them. They're hilarious. I always watch them. But when I downloaded the app, like, you know, in any app like Instagram or something like that, you kind of have to like and dislike stuff and cater it to your likings. Otherwise, they just give you what the vast majority of people are looking at. And the homepage, my just like auto homepage they gave me was just like what looked like 12-year-old girls in lingerie dancing on stripper poles. And I'm too old to put in the effort to cater that out of my life right now. I just can't want to. But I will gladly watch everyone else's because they are funny and there are some very talented people on there. It's not all creepy shit. It's just, you know, there's creepy shit. There's creepy shit everywhere, though. Remember the days of Tumblr? Ooh. Fucking Reddit used to have a jailbait subreddit. Nowhere's perfect. Thank God it's gone now, but... Exactly. You keep up with the times, but you don't have to participate, right? Like, I'm not going to deny that TikTok exists or something like that. It is very entertaining. But, I mean, I'm exhausted by the fucking accounts I already have. And there's people trying to make fake accounts of me everywhere right now, which is also equally exhausting. I just don't got the time. I don't got the time or the want to do it again. I'm good. I like Instagram. There's a lot of TikToks on Instagram now, actually, which is great. I don't have to shuffle. Takes a couple hours. Yeah, I did it to my Instagram years ago, and I mean, it just... I guess maybe because that was like the first time I'd ever really had to experience that whole like getting it curated down to what I want to see and not just like Dr. Pimple Popper videos. MySpace. Oh my god, I hated MySpace. People got so like out of nowhere neurotic when MySpace popped up. I remember when MySpace came out. Of nowhere, came out of the nethers and was like invented or whatever, and it was just suddenly like I watched, you know, the evolution of the selfie take place, as I'm sure many of you did. And it was weird. It was so weird. I didn't have internet, so I was way behind everything. So I was watching other people take selfies. And I was like, why do you want pictures of your own face that close? I could not get it. It was bad. It was like a whole, we used to do morning dancing before classes when I was in college. It was actually really nice. You get to burn off all your energy before you sat down. I do that in the morning, almost every morning. I have a dance party. I call it my own personal dance party. I do it with the dogs. I do it every morning. I mean, music for you guys know me in music. Like, music's my everything. But like, just getting your body like juiced up and loose for the day and getting like your silly, weird anxiousness out first thing is nice. Like, sets a nice tone for the day. But yeah, as long as my back's not fucked, I have like a dance party every morning in my living room with my dogs. I was a weird, quiet emo kid. We didn't have any of that at my school. My school was so small. Like, we didn't have cliques. Like, my graduating class was 32 kids. So there are not enough people to make cliques. We definitely had kids that were like goth-y looking, but not like Hot Topic goth. Like, their parents are very poor and they legitimately had to hold their pants together with safety pins, and it just turned into a style kind of goth. Those were like my friends. And then we had like jocks, but that was it. I mean, everybody was friends with everybody because there's just not enough people. Cliques don't form if you don't have enough people to like be on your side of mean. I think my MySpace still exists out there somewhere. I know I set one up years ago and then I just never did anything with it because it was weird. It was just weird. And then they made like your top 8 friends, and I remember like legitimate friend drama happening in my friend group because, someone wasn't in your top 8. I was like, stop it. Just fucking stop it. Stop it. Yep, I remember I literally got a Facebook. I remember I was still in high school, but I had been accepted to college. And so in order to sign up for Facebook originally, you had to have a college email. And I got accepted to college, and a bunch of my friends that were older than me that were already in college were like, you gotta get on Facebook, do it. And I'm like, I'm not in college yet. And they're like, you're accepted, just do it. They were so excited about it. And I was like, what is this, though? Why? You look at this all day? I've never been into like staring at social media all day, though. I'd rather read a book. Oh my God, yes. Or a disposable camera in front of a mirror. And you'd see all those fucking spot droplets all over the mirror from every pimple they'd popped since they were born. Really, Kino? See, I think I was too young to really pick up on. I didn't have the words for it. Like, I didn't even have those words. I just remember like my sisters, a couple of my sisters were just so, I mean, I would watch them like take 100 photographs of themselves in our basement to curate like one perfect picture to put on their MySpace of just nothing special, just like them smiling in the dark, I would watch that and I was like, I don't want to do that. It felt icky to me. I didn't have a word for it though. I just remember seeing it and I was like, I don't like it. But I've never been into my own face. Like, I've never had an affinity for my own looks, I guess. Xana, that was ours. Like, everybody knew everybody. Like, there weren't, like, chances are you were cousins with the goth kid. If you were like, everybody was cousins. It was very strange. Everybody had the same last names. I don't think they ever delete it. My graduating class was 16. I feel you about not having cliques. It was so much nicer than the big high school I attended. Dude, it is. Like, I hated it, obviously, growing up because there was nothing to do except drugs or fucking. I took the drug route, thank fuck, because I don't want a baby, but don't do those things. But it, like, my principal still knows my name. Like, the attendance lady from my high school is still my friend on Facebook, even though I never go on there, like, she says happy birthday to me on Facebook every year. Weird things like that, like things that you would never get in one of those giant schools where there's 2,000 kids, like everybody, you're a name, you're not a number, they know your parents, like, it's very personal. I think there's something to be said about that. The end of the world, oh my God, can you imagine? I love gross human pictures. I love gross mirror pictures. I like pictures of people's faces where I can see like the real texture of their skin and stuff, but I don't want to see your spittle on your mirror. But I'm just weird about that shit. I literally have Windex in my bathroom and I wash my mirror every morning, even if there's nothing on it. I'm a psycho. We just must acknowledge that this is the problem. David, I would love to. Honestly, I really want to reorganize my books. Right now, they're kind of very haphazard because I've been going through a lot of them. Just like, because I have some doubles of books and like stuff like that. Books that I just don't really need to keep, but I kept anyways. So I would love to do that. I need to reorganize them though. It would be so long. I don't know if I could do an Instagram story. It'd probably have to be a stream because I'd literally like every book I'd pull out, like I'd have to tell this my memories of it. All my books I keep are like very special to me. I don't keep every book, you know. But I'd be like, and this book I got here when I was this age, and I read it because of da 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 da. And I can remember this was happening. Like I have a store. It's weird. It would take a while. Stretch with me, motherfuckers. Ugh. Every time I stretch, I pop everything. It's just fantastic. Aw, Nature's, thank you. I washed it. Mickey, do you think... I think it makes a difference in the kids' lives, honestly. Not being a number, you know? Like, even the most misbehaved, like, terrible child in the school, principal knew him by name and they were buddies. Like, there was never... You never saw, like, this ugly tension between teachers or students or anything. Like, everyone was friends. I think it really makes a difference. As much as the place I lived was horrific and boring and close-minded, there's something to be said about having that personal... You know, personal. I don't know. I remember I've told this story before, but it's a good one. It shows kind of just the difference between a small school versus a big school. So when I was in middle school is when Columbine happened. So Columbine was long past, but the whole world was on high alert for guns. And, you know, there's the side that's like, don't take my gun. And then there's the side that's like, we don't want to take your guns. We just don't want crazy people to have them. And then there's the crazy people to get them. And, so everybody, you know, the world was still very much, it was only like 4 years past Columbine at that point. So the world was very, very much on high alert for guns and stuff like that. And I was my freshman year of high school, my sophomore year of not high school, college, sophomore year. So second year of college. And I brought my boyfriend home at the time. And my boyfriend that I was dating, he went to school south of Seattle in a town called Tacoma. Literally, he was from Federal Way, but they kind of all just conglomerate into one big congealed mess of South Seattle, which is ghetto, and it all stinks. And it's crime. Like, I don't know why, I don't know what the phenomena is, but south of Seattle just has an insane, South Seattle, meaning all the cities south of Seattle on I-5. They just have insanely high crime rates for some reason. Like, it's kind of a joke. Like, every day you can open the paper and it'll be like, baby left on doorstep of dog shelter, you know, like weird shit like that. And so the guy I was dating at the time, he was kind of like, used to a school that had security, I guess. But anyways, I brought him home to my hometown for some holiday, and I drove into town, and I was like, let's go surprise my little sister. Sarah didn't know I was coming home, and she was still in school. She was literally in the high school at that moment. And we drove up to the high school. I parked in the bus lane and just walked into the high school and, like, walked up the stairs to her classroom and waved at the principal on my way by and just went by. And he was just staring at me like, you just walked into this school without making an appointment. I was like, excuse me, what? He goes, there's not a guard. There's no metal detectors. How is this a safe environment? And I was like, bro, I could walk you into the parking lot and show you all the students' trucks with guns in the back and the turkey they shot, you know, last night or this morning or whatever. And for me, I thought he was ridiculous because I've never been exposed to that in my life. Like, I've literally been around guns since I was born, but never in my life was I exposed to the idea of shooting a human being with one. They were hunting rifles, like things to feed your family with, you know? I never had this fear of them. I had a respect of guns, but not a fear. And it was very weird seeing his eyes. Like, I just walked up to her classroom and went and pulled her out, and the teacher was like, oh my God, Katie. Very weird. It was so weird to me because I thought he was being an idiot, but really I was taking for granted the leeways you get with a small town, small school like that where everyone knows everyone and you're given gun safety classes from the age of 5 years old every year. It's just a completely different environment. Not better or worse by any means, just different. They all know where I live. Oh, my little sister was best friends with two of my teacher's child. So I would have to go to their house and pick her up all the time. And like my history teacher and English teacher would be waving on the porch. I was like, that was weird. That was weird. It was weird. I think Vancouver is more Portland than South Seattle. I think it is. It is. It's way is. Yeah. Cause I have friends. I think, man, I'd have to look at a map because I honestly just can't remember the cities, like the order if you go down the freeway. But I know the Federal Way Tacoma area was just, I mean, Rhiannon lived in Tacoma forever, and she literally had 3 meth busts in a year on her street in not a bad neighborhood. Like, it looked very nice. You wouldn't look at it and be like, oh, of course meth was here. Like, not in any way. Welcome back, Lizzie. The community are welcome. And that's how my school is. That's how my school was. Like, it was, everyone in town would know if a non-local was walking into the school. Like, they'd recognize the car. That's how small our towns were. I'm sure yours is the same. Like, everybody knows everybody's car. There's something to be said about it. And it's not all good, obviously. Like, my education was shit because my school was so goddamn poor. It weirded me out that people had metal detectors. It is so, I mean, the metal detector idea didn't freak me out. It freaked me out that a student, like one of my friends, might bring a killing weapon to school. Like, that idea was even in the school's idea. That was like, no one would do, in my mind, no one would do that. It was very weird. But it's just, you take for granted when you just exist in that world, I guess. Seriously, Wobbly, that's exactly how ours was. Well, our shop teacher, I can't remember, I don't think he's the shop teacher anymore. He was relatively young, so he might be. But our shop teacher, he would help you gut your deer. Like, because if you don't hunt, you're living a great life. Usually hunters wake up at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning and go out in the pitch dark to start hunting. Like, that's when they start to like track their hunt. So some kids would literally go before school and then get something and come to school, and our shop teacher would help them clean their gun and clean the deer. It was really cool. We had a whole rack out back, and they would hang it up and clean it. And like I said, in our school district, it was part of the school curriculum to be given gun safety every couple of years, because the school district just acknowledged, like, no child in our school district is not around guns, because everybody hunts. Like, it was such a prevalent hunting community and fishing community. So they just gave it to us. And I mean, doesn't make me love guns or hate them. I just respect them. Hour north and it's bad. Why though, Chesh? Do you ever wonder? I just don't know why. It's very bizarre. A kid in my year at school's mom worked at a school and everyone hated her. She was an awful teacher, a proper bitch. Oh, that's so sad. That Tacoma aroma, BB. I love it. Oh, Amber, does it look really cool? You were gifted a sub while you were gone. I think it was Pyro. Just so you know. 10 or 11? Oh my god. Where was that RevoltCon, if you don't mind me asking? The smallest school I've ever heard of was the one that one of my sisters went to in Alaska. It was Skagway, Alaska, and there wasn't even one child per grade. I think it was literally 5 kids in the whole school. But I mean, is that even a school at that point? That's the smallest I've ever heard of. And that was Skagway, Alaska, which is fuck nowhere. Really, Wobbly? Yeah, that was mine too. And that's, I mean, it's hard for me to encompass the killing part of the guns because I just wasn't, I mean, I get it. Like, I lived in Baltimore for quite a time, pulled my fair amount of bullets out of people at this point. But the mentality that comes behind it is bizarre. I lived on Pearl Street most of my life, Tacoma, Washington, with a very large Ukrainian pop in my apartment complex. Did you like it down there? Everyone I knew from Tacoma was wonderful. Like, I went to school with a bunch of them in college, and they were all really nice people, but when you go to Tacoma, it's ghetto. Watching a documentary series on Skinwalker Ranch, I swear hearing this stuff, so many eyewitnesses makes you question the world. I question the world every day. Every day. Xana, I think so too. I mean, if anything, just the education of how it works and just the respect of it, so you don't have people curiously fucking with guns on their own and accidentally shooting themselves or something, you know? It kind of removes the taboo nature of it, I think. A lot. Skankway? Seriously, it's called Skagway. Literally, I think it was like a gold rush town back in the gold rush days, and now it's nothing. Like, literally nothing. But back in like the 80s and early 90s, they were doing a lot of pipe like oil line work up in Alaska and stuff, and all my uncles and my dad would take jobs up there. And they'd go up there for a couple years and come back, and my Uncle Bob would just knock up a bitch every once in a while and send a kid back. It was great. It was amazing. Oh, do you like it? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, you grew up in Albany, Oregon. No shit. Is that like central? Is that Central Oregon? I feel like I know where that is. I feel like I've seen that on a map. I feel like that's like the central area, isn't it? Not as small as 36 for a graduating class, but not big enough to have metal detectors. Still a smaller town. Oh yeah, mine was drastically small. I mean, and to this day, Kettle Falls, Washington has the same fucking population because nobody wants to live there. There is nothing. One example of how small towns work. We had a post inspector at the supermarket here, parcel pickup spot. He tried to berate the guy for giving me my package without ID. He was like, but that's Mickey. He used my real name, of course. He lives here. He teaches my kids in school. He has a blue car. You want his license plate? Dude, that's how ours work. I mean, literally, like, in my hometown, if you were walking down the street and a post office person just saw you, they would stop and give you your mail instead of driving 45 minutes into the country to give it to your post mail box. Like, they'd be like, oh, Katie, come here. I got some mail for your parents. And I'd take it home all the time. It was the same. But I mean, it's because they've never fucked up because everybody knows everybody. $40 students? Wow, that's small. Are they private schools, Lizzie? My church has a school and we had 33 students from kinder to 12th. My grad class was 5.
Go, Pikachu. Come out.
Zoe.
Fohammer_419 tipped $5. CK, I'm pretty sure a ghost fucked me because after it dove into my moist triggery meat flaps with its ghost vampire life sucking dong and dropped its ghost load, it gave me the worst cum farts and I felt like a warty comb jelly that lost its sanus. You woo.
Nope. I have a question, but I can't say it without laughing. Give me a sec. How do you fart without an anus, though? Is it just like tummy grumbles forever? Zoe, did you see my tweet this morning? I learned this morning. Rod sent me a TikTok that blew my mind. False eyelashes were invented by a Victorian prostitute to shield her eyes from cum. She named them cumbrellas. Cumbrellas. And you're welcome. Cumbrellas. Sometimes the world is beautiful. Oh shit, wait! Let me put on my cumbrellas. Alright, I'm ready. Spray your load. Man, they must have really liked to shoot it in her eye. Fucking amazing. I thought of you, Zoe, immediately. Under my cumbrella. Ella. Sorry. It's too real. Cheers. Mickey, which one? Which one? I learned a lot about mink and the fur industry when I was doing my thesis. Simply because when you study botulism, that shit comes up. Lots of animals in the fur industry get botulism. It's weird. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know this, what Mickey is saying, Um, if you buy fake eyelashes or cumbrellas that say they're made of like natural hair or mink is a real animal. That is real animal fur that they're stealing from farmed fur farm animals. You know, don't do that. Get synthetic. I don't wear false eyelashes. I don't know how the fuck anybody can glue things onto their eyelids all day. I just simply cannot stand it. I can feel them literally every moment they're on my eyes. I've done it. I've done it for certain like makeup looks or RPs and shit like that, but they definitely, you feel them. I never not feel them. And I've got huge eyelashes. I really don't need them. My brain just imagines someone opening one of the tiny umbrellas you put in drinks. Oh my God. Tink. Okay. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it, Mickey. It's my least favorite. There's a lot of, I mean, I kind of sound like a nerd when I talk about makeup, I'm sure, for people who don't wear makeup or don't give a fuck about it. I totally get it. However, the beauty industry is one of the most nefarious in existence in terms of animal abuse and shit like that. So I do a shit ton of reading about brands before I use them and stuff like that, just because I try not to support animal abuse. Like, that's my biggest thing. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. For makeup. Like, I don't need you to spray perfume into the eyes of a bunny rabbit for 7 months for me to wear perfume, you know? It's real bad. Like, you can find good ones nowadays, but you definitely have to do your research because there is just, I mean, they're all trying to cover it up. You hear me bitch about this clean beauty industry bullshit. They try to cover up what they're doing by putting something miraculous on their bottle that makes you not look into the other stuff. So they'll say, you know, it's whatever, it's blah, 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 clean. Clean doesn't mean anything. Arsenic is clean. Drano's clean. Clean doesn't mean bullshit. It's just extra price tag. Oh, Zoe, I literally just posted a picture of her on Twitter, if you want to look at it, of her flopped on the couch because she's precious. It looks like we're in for some cum showers this weekend. Full on snow job. 10 inches? Holy shit. I hope I'm not. It's kind of nice today. I'm not even going to look. I don't want to know. I'm so over winter. But then the fires are going to start and then I'm just going to be suffocating. I don't know. Colorado's not pleasant for, I don't know, me, I guess. Stalking Ming to pluck them. You know, that's how I thought about civet coffee for a long time. I'm like, are there just a bunch of people that go out into the jungle and try to find cat shit? But then I was like, oh no, they're farming these cats. Okay, no, that makes sense. It's disgusting, but it makes sense. Oh my God, can you imagine if you got eyelashes with fleas? Nope. The same is true for very high-end paint and makeup brushes. Sable is the real animal related to the mink. Abso-fucking-lutely. 100%. It's really, as a watercolorist, you struggle. The best watercolor brushes in the world are made with real hair, and it sucks. I'd rather just chop my own hair off and use it for a brush, for fuck's sake. Can I take you out with a bong hit? I mean, I could try my best. I don't, like, I've never socially smoked. I tend to not have friends. Full stop, but stoner friends, IRL. Like, I've really only had one in my entire life. So, comparably, I have no idea if I take big hits or not. I've been told I do, but I don't know. I can do my best. For UK people, the Body Shop are no longer owned by L'Oreal.
Blood orgy! Yay! Blood orgy! Blood orgy! Yay!
Cumbrella. Ella, A. Under my cumbrella. Ella, A. Rod, you fucked me up today. Welcome, Raiders. What up, bitches?
My name's Katie, and this morning, Rod sent me a TikTok about cumbrellas. For those of you just coming in to chat with the raid, welcome. My name's Katie. Rod is one of my good friends, local. If you're in my chat and you don't know who the fuck Rod is, give him a follow. He has a French bulldog that's precious, so just do it. Shut the fuck up. Cumbrellas, though. Today I learned false eyelashes were invented by a prostitute to shield her eyes from semen, and she named them cumbrellas. Cumbrellas. I mean,
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
take your joy. You can have organic cotton, but then the garment is fiber composite and still has plastics in it. So the cotton part might be organic, but the garment isn't. Boom. Boom. It's the same with clean. I mean, it's literally, I mean, you could compare them. It's identical to the clean beauty industry. Like, they'll be like, it's clean. Everything in it's organic. Even the alcohol, the rubbing alcohol. And you're like, rubbing alcohol? Wait, what? And they're like, yeah, in this highly moisturizing, clean lotion for your face, it's clean rubbing alcohol. Oh, okay. Okay. Gizmo Trace, you're in a Trek suit? Precious. I've gotten nothing but this, but I'm kind of living for it, honestly. This is what I needed today. They've been a mess. Hurts a lot. What the fuck? You had me at Cumberella, Ella,
Bitch! Thanks for the resub. Go forth and be consensual. I appreciate you.
CJ, you silly fuck.
Hail the Dank Lord, let's cheers. I'm supposed to, like, take someone out with a hit, I guess. I don't know, I'll do my best.
She is. Dude, you see how fucking out she is? Tricks on the ground. Oh shit. Oh, Zach must be on a break. Okay, I was like, really? We're just so peaceful. It's fine, Zach's on a break. Oh, man. I used my umbrella in the rain, still got wet. God damn it. Hi, Android Love, how are you? Dude, I love that emote. That is her face all the time. Except one, she has a cowlick over one eyebrow. So, like, the hair on that eyebrow always goes into her eye when it starts to grow. So she looks lopsided all the time. It's fucking hilarious. I used a salon since it was the first time ever dyeing my hair. Ooh, and it was a Veda and super expensive. Oh, yeah. Honestly, like, even with my hair this short, it's usually like $250 to dye my hair. But get this. This will make you vomit. You might want to smoke first if you smoke. If you don't, chill. It's cool. I smoke a lot of pot. Cheers. I'm going to tell you what it cost to dye my hair when it was long. So if you're on the edge of vomiting, maybe walk away. What? Nikki? What? Stop it. Lord. Did I do it? I took a big hit. I'm burning. I'm burning now. When I first got my hair dyed blue, my hair was about to my waist, about this long. And it cost me, it took a little over 5 hours. And it was about $650. Bleach included. It was insane. But I mean, she deserved it. Like 5.5 hours on your feet bleaching hair that long. She deserved more. I did tip her on top of it. I can't remember how much, but that's how much it cost to bleach my hair when it was that long. It was fucking asinine. But I get it. It's hard work. The bleach always burns your... I feel like it's always going to burn a scalp. I don't know. It always burns mine too. Like, ever since I was a kid, if it touches my scalp, it burns. And I think that's simply because I have a clean scalp. I guess maybe if you had some dead skin layers, it might protect it. But literally always. Bleach is cheap, pigments are not. Well, maybe some aren't. I don't know. My friend who owned... I've told you guys about my friend AJ. He was like my best friend in high school. He went to beauty school, Worked at Gene Rez for a while, and now he owns his own hair salon. It's really cool. I'm so proud of him. Also from Cattle Falls, Washington. But he showed me that the little tubes, like the little silver tubes of like Wella, are $3.50 a piece if you have a beauty license. If I buy them, they're at least $15 a piece. At least. I mean, I don't even know. It depends on the brand and all that stuff. But if you have a beauty license, then this isn't in the States, obviously. You get discounts if you have an actual cosmetology license. He $3.50 per. But when I look at like the physical labor involved into doing someone's hair, especially when your hair is to here and as I have no idea how to conceptualize how thick my hair is to you guys. It's really hard. I probably just sound like I'm flexing. I'm not. I have like 4-person's normal amounts of hair on my scalp. So it always takes stupid amounts of time when I get my hair done. So I feel like I never bitch. That's a lot of fucking work. It's like manual workout. Generally, conservatives have a fucking weird fascination with things they supposedly staunchly disagree with. I mean, we've seen it like how many times in homophobics, like noted homophobics, suddenly get caught fucking a man and you're like, okay, thanks for spreading so much hate, douche. Enjoy your dick suck. I feel like we've seen it a million times. It's like people get really pissed about things they take personally. You know? Moxie motherfucking Mary. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Raiders. What's up? Thank you for that follow. Agent 4800. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. My name's ClassyKatie. It's Fucktabulous to meet you. Take my breath away with your choice. Join my fucked up family today. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. I invite you and your brother. Take your pants off. Place your hand in front of your nose. Enjoy your time here on stream. Pants on the front. I invite you to do the same. Embrace your goddamn nudity, mother fluffer. Every hole is a goal and yours is golden. One breath. She still got it. Welcome, Raiders. What's up? Thank you for the raid. How is everyone? We're talking about how much it costs to get your hair done professionally, which, although I firmly believe cosmetologists deserve the money, it is asinine how much it costs to get your hair done sometimes. Holy mother fluffa. I used to have hair to my waist, and it used to cost over $600 to get it bleached and dyed. Like, it was just because of the sheer amount of time it takes to, like, get through my hair. I kid you not, I chopped 15 inches. Oh my god! You chopped off 15 inches? Oh my god, dude. Do you know where did you send it? Have you sent it already? If you haven't, I highly suggest sending your hair, if you cut your hair off. It's an organization called Wigs for Kids. And it's simply because they make all the wigs for free for the kids. Pretty much all the organizations other than that sell the wigs. I just want kids to have some hair if they don't have, like, how fucked up is it that a kid is in any situation to not have hair? Seriously, Kino? My heart. God of Knockers, welcome. Why didn't I get bigger ones? Am I allowed to ask that question? Do I have to make a sacrifice first? I take this as a personal affront to my 6-foot frame. What the fuck, though? Just kidding. What's up? Thanks, Rod. Boo, Kanye came to say hi and got banned right away. Must have been a shitty rhyme. Lizzie, I mean, I would if I could. Locks of Love. I've seen Locks of Love. That's, there's another one. Locks of Love's a really famous one. There's another one that's really famous, but they sell the wigs. That's who it's going to? Seriously? Wigs for Kids? Nuh-uh. Have a wonderful nap, Moxie. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful time with us. Moxie, shoo. Rest. As a streamer, I completely understand the want to hang out after you raid, but the need for physical rest and mental rehabilitation. Drink some water. Thank you. One of my friends used to get their hair straightened every month. Oh, like, relaxed, like chemically, for which she had to travel 2 states, stay overnight, pay $600 plus tip, total of $800 a month. A month? they must have an incredible job. I mean, wow. I couldn't. Wow. That is so much money. Once a month. I mean, when I got my hair done, I literally got it done.
I'm gay.
Miniman Joker tipped $5. Katie, challenge time. Are you ambidextrous when it pertains to taking a hit? Can you take a hit but you have to use your opposite hand to light?
Absolutely.
Get ready. You have 10 seconds, go. 10, 9, 8,
Easy.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Did you win?
Okay, I have to be honest with you, Miniman. What you see every day is a lie. I'm left-handed. But I light the lighter with my right hand because that's how I was taught to smoke a bong by all my righty friends. But I mean, oh, it's hard. I'm gonna do it anyways. Cheers. Yeah. I had to tell you because I felt like the race was a cheat because this is my better hand. Also, my table and everything's over here, so that's where I throw my grinder and my lighter. I felt like it was cheating. No, I mean, I lost. Technically, I didn't win, but it was because I felt like I had to tell you, like, the reality of the situation. Use the left hand to make it feel like a stranger. Dude, I can masturbate with both hands 100% equally well. I think, I don't know. Isn't that how most people can figure it out? Or is it just me? I feel like most people can, whop, 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 whop. Oh my god, Mr. Fox, no shit. I think, honestly, the reason I am mildly ambidextrous, my Nana was really ambidextrous. She could sign her name perfectly with both hands, identically. It was magic. But I went to my primary years of school, like little kid, like preschool, kindergarten, we're all at Catholic school. And it's not that they teach you that, I was never told being a left-handed person made me a witch or evil or anything, but when they teach you how to write, like, when you're in kindergarten learning how to write letters on those Tracy things, they would have us sit on our left hand behind our back for posture, they told us. Because, I mean, do that and then try to hunch. Like, you can't. It's impossible. So it teaches you to write up here instead of like this, And that's what they did to us. So I just didn't know any different. So I learned how to write with my right hand, but I can do it with both. I can do, but I'm definitely separated. What is it? It's my fine motor skills are much better on my right side. My strength is all on my left side, though. Like throwing a ball or golfing or sports and stuff is all on my left. But fine motor skills. If I try to do little tiny projects with my left hand, I shake. I start to do this really bad. It's weird. Well, I mean, Joker, you posed it like it was a challenge and I felt bad. I don't know.
Pikachu, come out.
It might have been mirrored. Sometimes my camera fucks me up. I don't know.
I'm gay.
Fohammer_419 tipped $5. CK hooked up with a partner from Florida last night, but we didn't say gay, so it was totally straight since we just Baja blasted our Taco Bells together. After our meat flaps calmed down, we exchanged tapeworms into each other's fleshy moist meat holes. You woo.
You had me up until the exchange of the tapeworms. Now I don't know what to do. I just noticed I broke 2 nails off, really. God damn it. ClassyKatie, right there. How, though? love you so much, Zoe. All I can picture is Requiem for a Dream's ass to ass moment. It's got to be similar, right? Less flashy lights, maybe. If you believe. I'm dying. It's fine. You did, Mind Man. Yeah. I almost called you Mind Man. I almost called you your real name. Gross. You did, I know. I've been thinking about it ever since you told me, actually. How do you feel about it? Are you excited or are you nervous? Someday my hand grease will make my hair lay down. It'll happen. I can't even put it in pigtails yet. It's like right on the bridge of that length, that weird length where half of it falls out. It's fine. I'm having a great time. Oh, no shit. How does it save you more? Because you're deployed, so like your housing and everything's probably paid for. So all your income you can just bank up. All the children in my neighborhood just heard on that. On the plus side, it's quiet in my neighborhood now. Your neighborhood children are going to be more educated than most of the world. That's all I'm going to say. In today's episode of Ironic, my amplifier caught fire yesterday? What the fuck? Stop it, which is funny because I made a song earlier this year called My Amplifier is on Fire. Big sip on that one, B. Are you feeling mildly prophetic? Prophetic? That's a little terrifying. Dude, I was just telling everybody yesterday the story of how my ring light, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was telling everyone how my ring light set on fire and melted when I was on the front page. That was a fun day. Haven't had a ring light since. I still don't know why it happened. I think it probably because it was a cheap ring light off of Amazon. Oh my god, Fox. I love that song. I used to be a really big fan of Kings of Leon. Then I just totally stopped liking it. You ever have a band like that where the first couple times you listen to them, you're like, oh my god, this band's maybe one of the new amazing things I've found in my life. And then you just suddenly don't like anything they make anymore? That happened. Maybe it was overplayed or something. I just got bored. She looks like a deer. Of course she gets up. It's like she knows. Oh, Ice Nine Kills was playing? I mean, that's kind of cool. I could see it. It's a long story, if not military, but I'll definitely save money. Marley's coming with me, and Harley's going to go to my brother's place. Good. My dogs did something. I heard a kerfuffle. Did I hear a kerfuffle? What are they up to? Nobody knows. I'm glad. No, dude, if it's good, I mean, as long as you're happy with it, honestly, I'm happy for you. Suspiciously. We need to take a break anyways. I can't believe it's already been 2 hours. How the fuck? It says it's already played a pre-roll. I apologize if anyone got a pre-roll. I try to take breaks every so often so I can manually run ads while I'm off peeing or something, so that you guys don't have to feel like you have to sub anywhere, because I think this should remain free. What is this but a conversation? All right. I'm going to go check what the fuck my dogs have gotten into. I'll be right the fuck back. I'm not scared. You are. Silent, it made me nip. I am over winter, my dude. Done being cold. Over it. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. It is fucking windy here, too. I think, like, spring and fall, it's pretty much just wind here. I think that's pretty much, like, Rod and Scott have told me that. Wind or spring and fall, it's just, we get these I mean, I told you guys, what it was a couple months ago, we got a windstorm so bad it flipped a 45-pound stone table over in my yard with wrought iron legs, like heavy wrought iron legs, not thin bitches. It's just like, how? Why? It's blowing my fence over. It's crazy. Pyro, if I missed you, if I didn't miss you, have a wonderful day. It's not windy here. I just like the meme. The meme is good. It's like double rainbow. I had a lovely scene with a forest floor covered in cord. Oh, I know. Isn't that beautiful? I love those. Some of the shots from this, I believe, are actually up here in these mountains. We can grow some cool stuff in the mountains because they don't get as hot as I do. But I gotta like, oh god, I'm just fighting it, man. Every time I search it, I just get to succulents, and I'm like, fuck. I have too much land to just have succulents. I can't do this. It's boring. I'll get it though. I'll fight. I got a wisteria to grow to Maryland. I can do it. I can do anything. I think that wisteria is still going. Brian told me he had to cut it down because it grew like literally to the roof of the house, and he found a black snake trying to crawl into the bedroom window on the second floor from the vine. I was like, oops. It's just really healthy. Don't judge. Don't hate the playa. Hate the glam or gam or whatever. I'm putting us in a darkest dungeon because I haven't gotten like anyone to stay alive long enough to feel safe naming anyone yet. It's been a bad run. What is that?